Hello everyone. I would like to talk about one of my practice whenever I go to my bed. Before sleep, I always try to think about the whole universe, and I also think about the personality who created this whole world, and I try to understand what is actually the purpose of my life. Whenever we study religion, we understand that religion gives us the answer of two questions. The first question is what is actually the purpose of our life, and secondly, what will happen with us once this life ends. Being a Muslim, I already know, or if we study Christianity and also study some other religions, there is a definite concept present that once a human being leaves this world, he will have to answer for all his actions, whatever he did in the world. So we have to prepare for that. And how can we prepare well? And this is actually after the death, the life after death is actually the ultimate future of any human being. God is actually the ultimate truth. There is someone who has created this world, and he is going to ask how we have lived our life over here in this world, and we have to get ready for that. And how can we prepare? We have to live our life according to his wishes, not according to our own wishes. If we do not follow the way of Allah, the life of Holy Prophet, peace be upon him, being a Muslim, okay, if you are not a Muslim and you do not believe the prophethood of Muhammad, peace be upon him, then you must understand that you also have a creator. Everybody who is living in this world, they have a creator, and this creator is none and only the one Allah. And in order to guide the human being so they may not go in a wrong way, God has sent his messengers, and one of the messenger is Muhammad, peace be upon him. Christ is not actually the son of God, he is also one of the prophet. Abraham, Moses, all of them are the prophet of Allah, and they came here with the message of Allah to guide the human beings that who is their true God. And God has sent us in this world to live our life according to the will of Allah, not according to the will of human beings. So, this is actually a kind of test, and God has given us a time period, just only the time we are assigned for this life. Once this life goes on, we die. Afterwards, in our grave, we will have to answer all those questions that will be put by our God, and we will have to prepare for that. This is actually one of my most important questions. I always think about all the human beings. I try to understand why we are created. Really, you cannot understand that day or night. This question really haunts me because in our holy book, Quran, and whatever I listen from my forefathers, from our religious leaders, that God definitely will punish us if we do not follow His will and the way of Muhammad, peace be upon him, the true path. And that is why I try my level best to keep on thinking. Thinking actually motivates me to move to the way of Allah. And this is what I understand, that my real future lies the life after death. And this is what we have to prepare. So the place where right now I am living, my wife, she is a Muslim. She was Buddhist, but she converted to a Muslim lady. But her family, one brother, her mom and dad, and the kids of her brother, they did not embrace Islam. So sometime I have to talk to her family. Her family, they cannot understand English, so probably it is difficult for me to give the message of Allah. But the kids of her brother, they speak English a little bit, and being a English teacher, I also try to talk to them. So whenever I talk to them, my favorite important subject is Allah, who is actually the creator of this God. Why? Because I really wanted to save these kids. They are very nice, decent, and they are very kind, so friendly. So I really want to save them from the punishment of God. So this is actually my important task. So whenever I talk to them, I always talk about their creator. And this is what I wanted to talk to my Pakistani friends, my Pakistani family, all family members in my home, my brother and sister, and especially all those people who recognize me, who are familiar, who know me. I really wanted to tell you that your and my task is actually to save our life after death. This that is actually our future. This life is not our future. In this world, if we do not have wealth, if we do not have lots of facilities, no problem at all. Even if we live a poor life, it does not matter. If we live a miserable life, it does not matter. Once we go on into next life, over there we will have to face a lot of circumstances, and the biggest problem of that life is we will not have death. In this world, if we suffer a lot, still there is a hope that once we die, everything will end. But what will happen, the life after death, where we will not have death at all, and we will have to live forever? If we will have to live a very miserable life, poor life, life full of punishment, damnation from our God, so what will happen? We really need to think, to understand, to work for our life after the death. This is actually the task of everybody. May Allah and His Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, save us from the anger of God. Ameen.